Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today, on this occasion, we from Group A would like to present the results of our study entitled Comparing the Ability of Arimax and Non-Parametric Regression in Predicting West Texas Intermediate Crude Oil Prices Amid the COVID-19 Crisis. Next. But first of all, I want to introduce our team. My name is Ilma Amira Ramayanti, and there are two friends of mine who also took part in this study, namely Riza Sulistiana and Dia Puspitaningrum. Okay, now we begin with the abstract. Next.
Abstract. The COVID-19 pandemic is a proof that the world economic situation can affect crude oil prices. This can be seen from the prices of WTI crude oil, which experienced some declines during the pandemic and entered the lowest price in the history of NYMEX. Not only describing the world economic situation, but crude oil prices also have an important influence on the global economy. The decline in oil prices caused losses in several sectors of the economy. Therefore, it is necessary to make accurate prediction of the crude oil prices. The proposed methods are Arimax and non-parametric regression. Arimax was chosen to capture the unusual effects of COVID-19, while non-parametric regression with Fourier series estimator was chosen to capture the volatile behavior of oil prices. The results showed that the prediction accuracy of non-parametric regression with the Fourier series estimator was lower than the Arimax model with MAPE 10.77255% and 12.31597% respectively. Next.
Introduction. Crude oil plays an important role in the world production process, so it is necessary to pay attention to its price volatility. Most of the world's crude oil prices are based on WTI or West Texas Intermediate oil that comes from oil fields in Texas, Louisiana, and North Dakota. WTI oil has relatively low density and light texture, so it is widely used for gasoline. The volatility of WTI crude oil prices is influenced by the amount of demand, the amount of supply, geopolitics, and other global tensions. WTI crude oil prices volatility can affect the global economic situation. Next. The COVID-19 pandemic is proof that the world economic situation can affect crude oil prices. The price of crude oil fell to its lowest price in the history of the NYMEX, triggered by an oversupply of oil caused by reduced usage. The lockdown, or PSBB, requires almost half of the world's population to stay at home so that world economic growth slows down and the production process in several industries has stopped. The decline in WTI oil prices had several adverse impacts on the global economy. The oil exporting countries experienced a loss or deficit, while the oil industries were also threatened with bankruptcy. The previous study. Firstly, Chen et al. Entitled Multi-Step Ahead Crude Oil Prices Forecasting Based on Gray Wave Forecasting Method. 2. Shah et al. Entitled Crude Oil Prices Forecasting Using ARIMA Model. 3. Ulya with entitled Forecasting Index and Stock Returns by Considering the Effect of Indonesia Pre-Presidential Election 2019 using Arimax and FARX approach. And then Wiwi et al. With entitled Performance Comparisons Between ARIMA and Arimax Method in Muslim Kids Clothes Demands Forecasting Case Study. Then, we work with entitled Seasonal Modeling of Fourier Series with Linear Trend. And the last, Ulyah et al. With entitled Comparing the Performance of Seasonal Arimax Model and Non-Parametric Regression Model in Predicting Claim Reserve of Education Insurance.
Literature review. Next. First, about autoregressive integrated moving average or ARIMA, the non-seasonal ARIMA model as shown on the screen, then the seasonal ARIMA model as shown on the screen. Next. Second, about autoregressive integrated moving average with exogenous variable or ARIMAX. The ARIMAX model with stochastic trend as shown on the screen. Then the ARIMAX model with deterministic trend as shown on the screen. Next. Non-parametric regression with Fourier series estimator. First, the non-parametric regression model in general as shown on the screen. Then the Fourier series estimator as shown on the screen. And then the generalized cross-validation or KCV as shown on the screen. Next. Accuracy measurement of estimation model. The MAPE formula as shown on the screen. And then the interpretation of MAPE value. When the MAPE value less than 10%, it means high accurate prediction. And then when the MAPE is between 10 until 20%, it means good prediction. Then the MAPE between 20 until 50%, it means reasonable. And the last, when the MAPE is more than 50%, it means inaccurate. Next.
Method. Data source and research variable. The data in this study are secondary data obtained from the website. The data consists of WTI, crude oil prices every Monday from 9 November 2015 to 9 November 2020. The data is the data are in sample data from 9 November 2015 to 27 July 2020, and outsample data from 3 August 2020 to 9 November 2020. The variable of interest in this study is the dummy variable to examine the effect of COVID-19. Steps of analysis. Firstly, plot for the WTI crude oil prices is created to determine the time series pattern. This step is followed by modeling using Arimax and non-parametric regression. And then, Arimax modeling consists of the following steps. Firstly, fitting a linear regression model with dummy variable as a predictor variable and the WTI crude oil prices as response variable. And then, ARIMA modeling of the error is carried out if the error does not meet the white noise assumption, which involves determining the model order by looking at the SCF and PSCF plot, estimating the parameter of the ARIMA model with the conditional least square estimation, and examining the assumption of residuals. After everything is done, the ARIMA model is combined with the equation model in step 1. And then the last model is used to forecast the data, and its accuracy is calculated using MAPE. And then Non-parametric regression based on the Fourier series estimator is built with the following steps. Firstly, calculating the optimal lambda using GCV, and then making the estimates of MTR based on minimal GCV and the equation given in 7. And then making forecast based on the model in step 2 and calculating the accuracy by using MAPE. And the last, to compare the forecast accuracy or prediction accuracy of two models, the MAPE values of the two models will be used. The minimum MAPE of those two values indicates the model with the best prediction accuracy.
Okay, so we now enter the results section. Next. From the plot, we know that the crude oil prices have fluctuating pattern. Historically, crude oil prices had fallen drastically in April 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. At that time, the global economy was experiencing a lot of declines, so the demand for crude oil had decreased and caused its prices to fall. So from the declines, it seems very suitable to model the prices using Arimax because it considers the exogenous variable of COVID-19. Arimax is one of the models with a parametric approach that has certain assumptions, but in some conditions, especially during the COVID-19 crisis, these assumptions are hard to achieve. Hence, we also use another model that doesn't have to meet many assumptions. The model used is a non-parametric regression model with a Fourier series estimator. Next. Okay, so first we are talking about Arimax. The first step in Arimax modeling is to regress the prices with an exogenous variable, namely the dummy variable for COVID-19. The regression result shows that COVID-19 has a significant effect on the WTI crude oil prices. Then in the next stage, white noise assumption on the residuals is checked by using the Aljumbox test. The residual series seems commits autocorrelations, hence ARIMA modeling is built to capture this. However, because some regression residuals are negative, a constant value of 25 must be added so we can check their stationarities through Box-Cox transformations. Next. The mean requirement in ARIMA modeling is to have a stationary series, both in mean and variance. The Box-Cox transformation on the regression residuals yields lambda 1. Then it can be concluded that the series is stationary in variance. Meanwhile, the ADF test yields p-value 0.12, which indicates that the series is not stationary toward mean, so it is necessary to do differencing. After the twice differencing is done, the series is now stationary toward mean. This is proven by a p-value of 0 on its ADF test. Next. After the residual series is stationary in variance and mean, the modeling is continued by identifying the order of ARIMA by looking at the SCF and PSCF plots. According to the figure, the possible ARIMA models which have significant coefficients are ARIMA 0 to 1 and ARIMA 4 to 1. Next. The best ARIMA model is chosen by selecting the model with the smallest MSA. The smallest MSA is owned by the ARIMA 0 to 1 with this following coefficient. When the assumptions on the residuals of ARIMA 0 to 1 is checked, the result shows that the residual series commits no autocorrelation and satisfies the assumptions. However, the ARIMA residuals are not normally distributed, hence the normality assumption is not satisfied. This was due to the existence of COVID-19, which made some observations to experience dramatic change. Relating these observations was not carried out because it can remove some important information. This is the drawback of the parametric method, which some of their assumptions cannot be fulfilled. Next. Meanwhile, if the final ARIMA model is used for ARIMAX modeling, then the model can be written mathematically as follows. And there is a plot of observation and prediction of in-sample data using ARIMAX. Next. Based on the estimated model which has been obtained, the crude oil prices can be predicted for the next few weeks. The prediction results for the next few weeks are as follows. The result shows good accuracy with a MAP value of 12.32%. Next. Next, we are gonna talk about the non-parametric regression. In this study, the crude oil prices are predicted using non-parametric regression with the Fourier series approach. The number of Fourier coefficients can control the stability between the smoothness of function and the data. The selection of lambda is necessary so that the estimator is optimal. One of the ways to select lambda is by using generalized cross-validation. The result shows that the minimum GGV value is achieved at lambda 43. Next. Therefore, a non-parametric regression model with a Fourier series estimator can be written mathematically as follows. Next. And there is a plot of observation and prediction of in-sample data using non-parametric regression. Next. Based on the estimated model which has been obtained, the crude oil prices can be predicted for the next few weeks. The prediction results for the next few weeks are as follows, and the results show good accuracy with a MAP value of 10.77%. Next. Discussion. Next. Even though both models have good predictions, the non-parametric model outperforms the parametric model in terms of prediction accuracy based on MAP. This is because non-parametric regression has smallest MAP value. From the plot, the predictions from the non-parametric regressions tend to fall downward. On the other hand, Arimak's predictions tend to rise, so their pattern doesn't quite match with the actual data pattern. Arimak's inaccuracy in predicting crude oil prices may be due to its unfulfilled assumption. Next. So the conclusions are next. Both models have good predictive abilities where both MAP values are under 20%. However, the normality assumption in the parametric model cannot be fulfilled. Besides, the non-parametric model is more able to follow the actual data pattern than the parametric model. Based on the prediction accuracy using MAP, the non-parametric model has better accuracy. Therefore, it can be concluded that non-parametric regression using the Fourier series approach has a better ability than Arimax in predicting the crude oil prices amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Next. Okay, that's all from us. We apologize if there is something wrong from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.